Hello and welcome back to the Conversationist podcast. I'm Charlie Pitson and with me is the boys. We're all stuck in quarantine.
What's up?
I got Josh and Anson. What up? Yeah. What film are we going to do today?
We are doing Tag.
Tag, yes. You all know Tag. It's the film about those guys who tag each other.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
A lot of big names.
Ed Helms, Jake Johnson, Jamie Renner, fucking Amber Wallace, Isla Fisher, Hannibal Buress, and John Hamm. Yeah, the madman himself.
The madman himself.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, let's get down to it. Let's talk and probably watch more than we talk, but, you know, enjoy our kind of commentary, I guess, yeah. Let's get it on.
Get it on. I can't believe this has become one of my favourite films.
I know, we've watched this so many times.
Many times.
I think
I've watched it with so many people now. It's my go-to film when people are like, "Oh, let's watch something. Let's watch something that I haven't seen before." I'll be like,
Tag.
Straight away.
It's the most. I don't want to say it's ironic, but you know,
It's definitely self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to address the fact that we're in lockdown right now.
We are in lockdown.
Wait, are we?
Yeah, we're in lockdown.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Yeah, the entire world has got a virus.
Wait, I thought wait. I thought
So it's only a lockdown if you're not fast.
no, I thought then technically being called as a lockdown yet.
Not really, but you know,
Yeah,
we're
so
treating it
it's
as
not,
such.
is
So
it?
But like I said, as long as you can run,
leaving
as long as you can run quickly enough, it's not a lockdown.
just like Jeremy Renner, boom, back into the film. All right, yeah, Tag. Like
Jeremy Renner's social distancing this entire film.
Yeah, he's really fucking good at it.
True story.
It's based on a true story, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that guy. He was in a episode of Easy.
Oh, he's in.
I think so. Yeah.
It's oh my god, it's really good.
I know his name as well.
I know his name.
Let me find out for the power of the Google. Lil Rel Howery.
I don't want to say it, but was he the friend in Get Out?
He's the cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, bitch.
There we
I
go.
thought so.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. I was trying to think of where I knew him from.
Oh,
Do you know what else? Actually, no. I'm not gonna say. Until I absolutely know he was in it.
What now? Just say it. I got his thing up here. Look, just.
Was he in Transformers?
Nah, man. No, he wasn't.
I feel like he might have been.
No, his first film was Get Out.
Really?
Yeah, he's been
I feel like he's been around for a lot longer than that.
He was in the Carmichael Show. You know Jared Carmichael, who's on SNL.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still is, but yeah, he was on that show.
Wasn't he in Ligma?
What's Ligma?
Ligma balls.
Got him.
Honestly, though, who is the best character in this film?
Hannibal.
What'd you say?
Duh.
I mean, it's obviously
Chili.
No, what? Oh yeah.
Chili.
Actually, I can relate to Chili though. That's the thing.
It's Hannibal. Sorry.
It has to be.
It's
Hannibal,
not Well, it can't be Hannibal because he's not in the film.
What's his name? What's his character's name?
Don't. If you remember it, don't
It's something
say
really funny.
Oh shit! What was?
Who know Hannibal?
Yeah.
His name's
Don't say
Sable.
it. Oh,
Sable.
shit,
Why
son
is
of
he
a
called
bitch.
Sable?
His name's Kevin Sable.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Who's actually not a character in the film at all. No, I don't believe it. I reckon he was there. I don't believe it. I don't believe that at all.
Really
What?
don't.
Hannibal not being in, like, he wasn't there,
Oh.
like, for the filming.
I think he was.
Yeah, I think he was too.
I'm almost certain that he was there, but every time he comes on screen, Anson's like, nah, it's green screen.
Oh my god, I just realised
Green
something.
screen,
This is like what we could do. This is like a bang or a shiter.
Banger or shire?
And be
Oh,
done-
what for
done out.
Tag? Well,
I
of
know.
course it's a banger.
It's a banger, right? He's
Yeah.
definitely real, and he's definitely in the film. He's not made out of CGI
Oh, he's
or
absolutely
he's not
real.
on green screen.
Oh,
or anything
actually, I
like that.
don't know.
There's some shots he isn't in. Definitely, but
Was he in the film the whole way through?
yeah,
He's only in parts like where they can fit him in. Do you know what I mean? It's not like
he does have a lot of one-liners. Yeah, I get that.
and he's not like
Yeah, but that's just because it's Hannibal Buress and you need to give him one-liners.
you don't. Hannibal is fucking.
It's a
incredible.
miscarriage of justice. Do you know what's hilarious as well? It's everyone I've watched this with, since I watched it first with you guys, they've been like at the end they're like it's still all clearly fake. It's fake. you know, Chili's right. Yeah, that person's an actor. Like,
yeah.
I was like, dude, no, he's actually dying.
yeah.
They've done that joke already. They
spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Hoagie dies.
Hoagie. Oh, he doesn't die. Not necessarily at that point. He probably did die.
To be fair though, they didn't do that. You know, that kind of like that like pre-credits like ending they do with films where like you need biopics like saying like so and so died like 3 years after due to complications.
They could do
stuff, and they didn't do one with him. They didn't actually say that Hoagie died.
Die?
I don't know.
I'm assuming
it's based on true story, but the characters are like completely,
Yeah,
original.
so I'd assume, or the only thing that this got in common with that is that they're actually playing tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that they've been playing tag for like since they were kids, and that's basically it. Like they're all way younger than the other ones are now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're all like in their 60s, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
The end.
I think they took some aspects of the stories that they told.
Yeah, and put it into like scenarios.
Like the one where he dressed up as a granny.
Yeah,
that kid. That was actually a real thing.
They show him at the end.
They show him at the end. Yeah. Social distancing, love that.
Yeah,
Jeremy Renner knows his shit.
I do love the I do love the little action scenes they do. How they're shot, they're quite funny. Yeah. Like the slow motion.
All of the ones with Jeremy Renner where it's his inner thoughts are amazing.
Yeah.
They're like the best parts of the film.
He jumps me in a pushy like fashion.
Yeah.
It's the bit
slight scent of sativa.
No, it's when he kegs Hannibal Buress and then he punches Ed Helms in the ass.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest opening scene that like for like his cat. Is that the first scene he's in? Like he's just then like.
It's like slight sense of sativa. Chili thinks he's caught me off guard. Oh my god, I've caught him off guard.
To be fair, the casting is great. Although
the cast are all perfect, pretty much.
Like they all fit the characters. You know what I mean? Like Ed Helms is the goofy one. You know, John Hamm is still dressing in suits because he was like Mad Men.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jake Johnson plays like a more stoner version of Nick Miller. Fucking Hannibal's just Hannibal.
Yeah.
Is this when they get him? Oh no, it's just when they get Chili, innit?
Yeah, because Hannibal's intro is just like, oh shit, yeah, I suppose we gotta remember to get Hannibal too, I guess.
For God's sake.
There's one thing I got out of my ears, he's always got a joint in his hand.
Oh, he's like Joaquin Phoenix was in The Joker.
Yeah, just unnecessary. Where did you get all these cigarettes from?
See, the impressive thing about Jake Johnson and his joints in this film is that he gets fucked up. He still has the joint.
He
in his
literally
mouth.
just had a half of one. Then he took a hit from the bong, smoked the rest, and then he lit up a new one just now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't argue, you know, like continuity in films. Like, I don't argue with this one because, like, I can imagine.
You can tell that he's a stoner.
Like, no, he's got one as well. And now he's got a full one.
Yeah.
And now he just finished it. Or did he just choke it down on the way to the door? I don't get it.
She's really good in this film as well.
Yeah,
she's like one of the. In fact, I would say she's probably the best character.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah. Isla Fisher's character is definitely the best one.
Do you know who she's married to?
Me.
In real life.
Yeah.
Who's she married to?
Great success.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, Bora and the
Great success. Yeah. This is so funny.
Yeah. No, it's this bit now. The music when he turns around
and the joint as well, always in his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this bit works.
What do you mean?
How he manages to get out?
I don't remember as well. Actually, I can't remember what he does.
He just pushes the gate into him.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
I can't remember. I think he pushes. He does. I think he does push the gate. Yeah.
Yeah, like, what was that? That was too easy.
Way too easy.
He wanted it to happen.
You can tell Hoagie's never been good at tag.
No. Well, he was it, wasn't he? No, he's not it at the moment. It's Callahan, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's only because he hit him.
Yeah.
But I reckon that's why Hoagie dies because he gets it so much he caught coronavirus.
Oh. That is too soon. Only joking. It's quarantine episode number 1.
It's not just too soon. It's still happening.
Yeah, it hasn't even gotten worse for us yet. This is what's happening, you know. Stay home.
Stay home, kids.
Stay home and listen to us.
Come on. No, genuinely.
You could listen to us if you're out and about anyway.
Yeah,
exactly. Go for your one daily allowed walk.
Yeah, why not listen to us while you're hour walk?
Yeah.
You know.
If you go for more than one we're watching, we know.
Yeah, we know.
Right. So don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't listen to us twice in one day.
Unless you go into the shops.
I think people in Bristol have been calling the police about that. Seeing people going for more than one walk a day.
That would actually kill me.
I like watching Jan Hem.
Jan Hem.
No.
Great success.
I messed that up. John Hamm. It's like to see him like doing comedic stuff. You know, not being like Don Draper.
Yeah,
because that's what he's known for. You know.
But see, that's how I feel with.
I like Mad Men.
That's how I feel about Jeremy Renner in this film as well. To be fair.
Well, you just see him as Hawkeye.
I've always seen him as Hawkeye, and he's just really serious and really boring. He's like,
he's so good in this.
But he's like the best character. Well, he's not. Oh, I don't know.
Every single time you say someone's
Ida Fisher's still the best character. Ida Fisher, she like hands down. She's so funny. Do you know what's something that's really underrated about this film? Is I think the soundtrack. Yeah. The soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack's really good. Yeah, it's like smooth R&B. Yeah. You know? But then like some of that kind of like late 90s hip hop and shit as well.
Like banger after banger.
Is that a CG? Oh, actually no, that's not them. Never mind.
He's actually in this shot. See, there is one car shot where he actually. I don't think he is in.
Nah, he is though, because you can see him in the back.
No, isn't it when they leave?
It's when they all get attacked in the woods, and it becomes a horror film.
Yeah. It's when
for like 10 minutes.
It's when they're in the Uber kind of thing on the way back. Yeah. Right. This is one of the hints here, isn't it? That he's dying. He's got cancer.
Oh yeah.
Recently, it's medicinal.
Yeah.
He says medicinal.
For me, it's only on like. After the first watch that you really notice those things, isn't it? Because it completely took me off guard the first time.
And it's quite obvious when you think about it, you know?
Yeah, it's really obvious when you watch it back again, but like the first time I saw this film, it took me so off guard that he was actually dying.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Because for a second it takes a really dark turn and it's like, oh shit, it's Breaking Bad. Not actually. I think I've built my top 3 characters in this film now.
Top 3?
Yeah, I'd probably go with Ida Fisher's character. I can't remember her name. Rebecca.
Anna.
That's what it's. Oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah. Then it would be
Rebecca is Annabelle Wallace's character.
Then it's Sable, and then it's Lou. Lou, the bartender at the.
It's time for.
Oh, this is going to be cracking.
Yeah, this is going to be quite good because this is going to... I want to hear your shit on this as well. Okay. Because obviously we
worship this film.
We worship this film, absolutely. Yeah.
So the rotten reviews are going to be
like this is
heavily criticized.
I think like, you know, if you have like a list of like top 10 films for this flat, so that you know, whenever you mention it, it's always going to get put on. This is probably number 1.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and then American Pie is probably like a solid 3.
Because with stuff like American Pie and Harold and Kumar, I feel like Harold and Kumar and this are like.
Which one though? The first one or the second one? The third one, no, because the third one's amazing. We've already done that one though. Did that for Christmas.
Yeah, the third one.
Right, are you ready for the first rotten review? Yeah.
Lay it on me.
All right. This is News Hub, New Zealand. Oh, they're New Zealand men. I'm not going to do the accent. No, this is from News Hub, and it says, if not being funny was this alleged comedy's only crime, I may have left the cinema as a normal person rather than the rage-engulfed mad woman I was.
Shut up.
I mean, that's just like your opinion.
That's just your opinion, man.
It's wrong. But it's your opinion.
I love that's how you start every single one. Like,
yeah, I know.
You're wrong.
It's fine to have an opinion, even if it's a wrong opinion. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's completely okay.
I love how she says alleged comedy.
This is a very funny film. Hannibal Buress makes this film. I bet she doesn't enjoy the Eric Andre show either.
That's an acquired taste.
Yeah,
it is an acquired taste.
It is an acquired taste, but still.
My mum would hate it.
It really is. But they've given it a 0.5 out of 5 as well.
0.5?
That is...
What?
That's not good at all. Yeah, so I don't think she'd like that film.
Fuck her, man.
Oh, this film, sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's by no means a perfect film.
No, of course not. But
the fact that like its star power is incredible, though.
Yeah, and everybody in this film does a really good job. I like the story. I like the characters.
It's interesting enough.
Yeah,
like,
it's an interesting. It's a really interesting concept.
It's a silly plot.
Yeah, it's really silly, but it's great.
The story about the friendship is I mean, that's great. And then you see, like the ending when you see the actual real life guys, like all. It's like 10, there's like 10 of them.
I like that.
One of them is a priest.
I think they did a good job of like honoring their, honoring.
But they Hollywoodized
honoring
their story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think they honored their story. Like,
there's no other way of doing this film without being kind of over the top.
Yeah, of course.
And number 2 is from Hey You Guys.
Oh God.
It says big stars, high concepts, low humor, and a waste of time and talent. So it's kind of like the opposite of what we think this film is. I mean, big stars, high concept, very high concept.
Very high concept. But I think they do it well.
Low humor.
Low humor.
I think it's pretty good. Or we just like, it's just like the silliness in this like kind of comes out in this film.
Yeah, but you need to be able to appreciate silly films once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it is silly. It's a very silly film, but I like it. The characters are good. The story's quite good, especially near the end. Like, it's a very nice concept. The idea that
it's a really good thriller.
Yeah, but there's a good concept in the idea that playing tag every year is how they stay friends. Yeah. And they probably wouldn't be in each other's lives if they didn't play tag.
Yeah, because they all
live
live
to see each other, but also because Jeremy Renner's character has never been tagged. He is almost like completely detached from the other guys because he doesn't get to enjoy it in the same way that they do.
Yeah.
And that comes back around at the end.
Kind of like he says like, oh, you never really felt close to them. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was always running away. It's like, well, yeah.
It's your own fault, dick.
Yeah.
They say it's big stars, high concepts, low humor, and a waste of time and talent.
Yeah, if you're gonna say this is low humor, you're a stupid ass. This is very funny.
I agree.
Is that all you're gonna add to that?
Yeah, nothing else needs to be added to it.
I'm not gonna insult the person or anything like that. I wouldn't say they're wrong, but they're not fucking right.
Yeah, we have it, honestly. Alright, fair. Alright.
I like that.
The next one's from Brisbaneista, and it says, for a movie based on a both fantastical story and joyous childhood activity, the wit and whimsy is sadly too sporadic.
Oh, just shut up. If you got fucking time pre-corona to go online and fucking rant about fucking films, you're a fucking shit person. Like, do something better with your fucking time. Like, fucking, I don't know, help orphans or some shit. Don't fucking spend your time sat on fucking... What's that shit? Rotten Tomatoes?
Rotten Tomatoes, yeah.
Fucking waste your fucking life twatting about on Rotten Tomatoes. It's fucking stupid.
I don't think Anson.
I'm gonna have to emphasize on the explicit on this episode. Yeah.
I don't think Anson liked that review.
No, it's like grow up.
Well, what do you think then?
Wait, Sam LeVar Burton.
What do you think though? Like, it's a fantastical story, of course, isn't it?
Yeah.
The wit and whimsy is sadly too sporadic, though. What do you think?
I think I think it's quite healthy because I don't think there's any parts of this film where it's severely lacking in humor.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of humor that goes all the way through it. Every conversation, even the serious ones, like, I mean, apart from when she,
I think is one thing
the
one thing I've just noticed now, and it's actually starting to bug me, is some of the shots where there's too many of them in one shot. There's 5 of them in the shot there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That is a bit extreme. They have to fit on there is a little bit too much star power It kind of has a point there because it does fight between who has most screen time.
Yeah.
So it does confuse you about who is kind of like the main character.
Yeah, there's
really,
not.
it really is Hoagie the main character.
It should be Hoagie. Yeah, but it feels like
they've all got quite an equal amount.
Yeah.
Think that honey. This like every character is like at least B-list. Or some of them are A-list stars. Like Ed Helms.
Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson's not A-list really. He describes himself like C-list, I think. He says that one like, he's like I'm a C-list actor.
Everybody knows who Jake Johnson is.
We do, because he's my favourite actor. So like I've seen like all his films. Obviously I showed you his films as well, and you watched this.
Yeah.
And,
but I knew who Jake Johnson
Jurassic
was beforehand
World,
anyway.
The Mummy, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is kind of like the reason why he's like kind of getting bigger. New Girl.
Yeah.
He's on loads of stuff now, but I think he's coming back for the new Jurassic Park as well. The third one. Yeah, he said he's coming back for that one.
Do you know what? I always completely forgot it was him. Because it's so different of a character.
It's because he's got
he's just like a nerd, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
and
like
it's like I've never seen Jake Johnson as a nerd before.
He's usually kind of
he's always the stoner.
Yeah, or stoner-esque.
Yeah, stoner-esque.
Well, apart from the Mummy,
sometimes it's implied,
Yeah, well, Nick Miller. I mean, he was a stoner when he was in college and stuff. So I guess it doesn't. But he's always got a beer.
Always got a beer.
Yeah, always got a beer.
It's either a beer or
kind of dresses down as well. Yeah. Right, let's do. Right, this one might stir some shit, Josh.
Right, I'm ready to have my shit stirred.
This is North Shore News. This is, from a nostalgia standpoint, Tag is perfectly poised to bring in parents who are already lamenting a summer spent on phones and iPads. But as a buddy movie, it fails to connect.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck wrote that shit?
So, like, if you think about it, right? This film's a 15, yeah?
Right.
So that would put the youngest person someone could be born in 2005 could watch this film.
Yes.
It's not saying that people, we watched things with 18s when we were like 10, so it's not saying to say, but like on a legal standpoint, kids in 2005, like they probably didn't grow up playing fucking tag.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Like we did.
It kind of doesn't make sense, yeah.
That's a good 10 years younger than us. Well, think about it. They probably didn't really. I don't know.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say my brothers grew up playing tag.
I mean, you would know more than me. I mean, I haven't got any siblings, but I know people who've got like younger sisters and brothers, and like they don't play tag.
iPads and iPods and Macs and
so weird.
PS4s, and I mean, we had video games, but we still went outside a bit more.
Yeah. No, I think I remember being around my friends' siblings, and like they were like, "Do you want to play tag or like hide and seek or something like that?" And they were like,
"Oh, when I was
that's an old person's game." And I was like, "What?"
Amazing, yeah.
But we think about it. Like, youths these days probably aren't playing tag, so I mean, they got a point there.
Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, like,
so like it is kind of like it's kind of got like a timestamp to it, I guess.
Yeah.
So like probably So like in maybe give like 10 years time, this film would not be remembered, sadly.
Yeah, I suppose not.
Yeah. Because people were like, "What the fuck is tag?" It's like you wouldn't watch a film about people playing Monopoly, would you? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I think Monopoly's going to be around for a while.
To a younger generation,
Can you
though.
imagine Monopoly the TV series? That'd be fucking amazing.
It is. It's called capitalism.
Nah, mate.
We're living it right now.
We're living it right now.
We're all in the go to jail part, though.
Oh my god, that would be so.
We've all just the whole entire Earth's been sent to jail. We gotta wait. We don't have
any money to get out.
The 3 turns to 3 weeks, mate, until we can come out of lockdown. Like that is the rules. Like
them's the rules.
Yeah. Anyway. Right, let's do one last one, and we'll move on. This is from the Express Tribune.
Okay.
An interesting story alone isn't enough, and Tag struggles to turn its unique premise into an impressive full-length feature. I feel like this is the final nail to kind of like, they're all kind of similar, like kind of reviews. They always kind of say like, either the story seems good, but they don't execute it well.
But see, how can you say they don't execute it well? That I can't believe he fell asleep with a joint as well.
Yeah, he does that. He's always got a joint. No, but you know what I mean, like.
But see, I would argue that it does deal with it well because the action scenes are amazing.
Yeah, the action scenes are great.
The action scenes are everything you'd want from a film about tag. Like, you know, they're fast paced. They're very tactical,
I think the script.
I
think the script is good. Like, it's quite tight. It's not a long film, is it? It's like an hour, 40 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half or something.
There are some stupid jokes in this. I mean, like, I'm not a big fan of this scene when he's like dressed up as the old lady.
Yeah, I think they only put it in because it's like the actual outfit.
Yeah. I feel either that, and then it does feel like they try to force a little bit of like, you know, you got Hoagie, the one who's trying to get tagged because obviously he wants to end the game so he can still play. Yeah, I mean, otherwise the game dies with him because he's always going to get fucking tagged last. But
this is pretty cool. Them beating him up with a woman's purse.
I don't know why. I love the fact that Jeremy Renner does the little, like, he speaks to himself. Like, he's got the voiceover.
The internal monologue is amazing.
But then they do it. I think one or two of them does it later on, and it kind of steals it from him because
they do it in the Alcoholics Anonymous scene. But I think that works though.
It's like in response to him, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that works though because it's when he says Chili thinks he's caught me off guard, and then it cuts to Chili and he's like,
I caught him off guard. And then you got the Hammer Purist doing like, why is it bi-weekly when it means like,
why does bi-weekly mean twice a week and every other week? What was the line that he had at the end of Hangover 2? Some cayenne pepper.
What?
I can't remember what the context was, but I remember him saying, I think it's something about like, I can't remember. But he says, and some cayenne pepper.
Who's this now? Ed Helms?
Ed Helms, yeah.
I don't remember number 2 at all. Or number 3.
It's when he's speaking to his bride's dad at the end.
Is he the one getting married in number 2?
Yeah, he's the one getting married in number 2.
Who
he's getting married to a tiger, isn't he? That's why they're in Thailand.
Yeah. What's number 3 about then? What's that one?
Oh, I don't remember number 3.
That's John Goodman's.
I've only seen number 3 once, and it was dreadful.
It was in the cinema, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly...
I've only ever seen number 2 once as well.
You said John Goodman?
John Goodman's in the third one, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the villain.
Actually...
In the third one, what?
Hangover.
Oh, no, don't worry. I was thinking of John Candy.
John Candy's dead.
Yeah, I know.
John Candy's been dead for a while.
John Candy's been dead for a good almost 30 years. That's probably longer. Yeah, rest in peace, John Candy.
Yeah, even though
it definitely wasn't him.
I wasn't alive when he died.
It wasn't John Candy. It was John Goodman.
John Goodman.
John Goodman. You know, the borrowers.
Mate, I know the fucking borrowers.
Yeah. But where were we? I can't even know what we were talking about then. It was John Goodman. Hangover.
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms.
I like Ed Helms.
What else is he in? That's like he's the Hangover Office. That's kind of what he's known for, isn't it? And then he's just done like small roles in films, like you know.
He's in this, yeah. I might have a look now. We missed Time as a Concept.
Oh shit!
He's been in
Time as a Concept.
He has been in something quite big.
Who knows? Ed Helms.
Yeah, I can't think what.
No, my favourite part about this film is he's so paranoid about everyone being actors and everything being fake.
Yeah.
It's my favourite part of this film, even at the end. Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum, who's he?
He was in Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty. Yeah, Evan Almighty. I haven't had that one.
He was in Walk Hard. The Dewey Cox story.
Was he in Walk Hard?
He was a stage manager.
I don't remember. I don't remember that. I can't remember what period from that was. That was like towards the end, or
the I don't remember. The Interpreter and Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
Hangover, Monsters vs Aliens. The second Night at the Museum. Is it the second one or is it Hangover Part 2? They
came together. He was Egbert, remember?
Lorax. Oh yeah.
He was the guy that Amy Poehler like kind of goes out with. He's like that boring guy, isn't he? I'm trying to think because like.
Job. I forgot about that. That's so unnecessary.
But I suppose it's fucking funny.
Yeah, Hoagie's a bitch for being Team Callahan. Team Chili.
Team Chili all the way, man.
Team Chili all the way, man.
Did you see that then? Jeremy Renner just like kind of just walked. He made them argue so he could get out and do something with the plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just noticed that.
He's brilliant. He's amazing.
I only just noticed that.
He's so good in this film.
You could see it in his eyes.
Especially the bit in the couple of minutes where he's joking about.
Wait, is this the scene where they where they go in the woods?
Yeah, it's
coming. Yeah.
Is it that early on? I feel like that was later.
It is. There's still like another 20 minutes before they get to the woods. But it's like, because remember,
is this like the big sequence, isn't it? Like,
but remember how much happens here. They argue about who's going to go over and talk to her.
I mean, like the sequence itself is pretty long.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've been to his house yet, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is possibly the biggest sequence because it goes from this to like the woods, and then it goes from the woods to pretty much the end of Act 2. Pretty much all of Act.
They go back to the bar.
Pretty much, this takes up like at least half, if not most, of Act 2.
They go back to the bar. They go to his gym.
Yeah.
They go to waterboard the guy at the gym. He tells him that he's at Alcoholics Anonymous. They go to Alcoholics Anonymous. They ambush him. He gets stuck at Alcoholics Anonymous.
Then the wedding.
His wife comes, fakes the miscarriage to get him out.
Yeah.
Then they go back to the house, and then they find out that the miscarriage was fake. They go to the wedding, and there's a wedding, and then Ed Helms dies. No, he doesn't. He nearly dies.
Yeah.
And then they go to the hospital.
Yeah. How many times have you seen this film?
Probably like 3 times now. This is probably like my 4th time seeing this film.
You remember a lot.
I don't know how.
Fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. I think also one thing that's really good about it. I think is actually pretty decent. It's the director's. I think it's his directorial debut as well.
Is it?
Yeah. So like his name is Jeff Tomsic.
Oh. Wait, hang on. Is this bit? This is one of Jerry Moroder's best bits of this film.
Oh, is it when he's behind them?
Yeah, he's going, I love you, Chili.
Love you, Chili.
Oh my God, Chili.
Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob.
Oh, Bob.
I'm still laughing when I think about him say, much to Chili's chagrin.
Much to Callahan's chagrin.
I really wish Hannibal was in this film a lot more, though.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of wish it was just him playing every character.
Fucking
This is like, I don't know why this makes me hate his character from the rest of the film, though. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of just indifferent to his character, really.
Yeah. He's my least favourite, I think.
Yeah.
He's just a bit too boring. Like it's not John Hamm's fault though. It's just like what they've done with his character, I guess.
Yeah, there wasn't much they could do with him, to be fair.
You know, we got Hoagie's like kind of like the. He's not. I won't say catalyst as a story, but he is kind of.
Yeah,
isn't he?
He is.
You know, without him, the story doesn't go the way it does. You know, he's not dying or whatever. You know.
Yeah. But
they've all got personalities. He's just got that like boring one. And this is what I mean. Like they put him against Chili for this girl. They had this like kind of like secondary fucking plot line for them because he has nothing else to do. If they didn't have Rashida Jones's character in the film as a way for them to kind of like
although I do like that though because it shows how much Jeremy Renner's character's like planning. It feels
a little unnecessary because like it's kind of smart the way they did it. Like they did thread it really well within the story, and like they actually made it kind of part of the main plot and stuff like that. With him kind of like inviting her to the wedding to throw him off.
Yeah,
but like you know, it's obviously just created because like they had nothing to do with Callahan's character.
I mean, to be fair though, I do like it. Because it gives the other characters a bit of a story as well. Because I think one of the problems with a lot of films, especially films like, say, American Pie, God forbid I should ever.
It's only Hannibal. It just has no reason to be there then at that point.
Yeah,
because they've all got like a secondary plot line.
Like with American Pie, a lot of the plot lines get sidelined, and that's what. And you know, say for example, fucking like Kevin, in the especially in the second American Pie film, not Kevin. No, it's Oz. Oz's storyline in the second film gets completely sidelined, and you don't, and it's not good. Like, so I do kind of like it.
Yeah. Because I don't know, I'm a bit indifferent to it because it's just kind of like it leaves Hannibal kind of just like floating about.
Yeah, I get you. She hasn't got any wine. Wait. How did she get more wine? Wait. Where did that wine come from? She spilled half of it standing up. And now it's all back in the glass again.
Don't ask. Chili's going to have a joint in his mouth any minute now. Yeah. Look, he's got both hands on the railings, but he's somehow smoking a joint with his left hand. Like,
look, he's going to have a joint now. He gets hit with a log and still gets back up and has the joint in his mouth. I'm pretty sure. I love how it changes. Yeah, it's so funny. Like the camera changes and everything.
Just like the color and everything.
The color is so different. Like it's the kind of cold color you'd only have in like horror films.
Yeah,
like,
it's like this. This sequence is great though.
Yeah.
Was it the one that Hannibal gets like scared shitless, and that guy just turns around and he's just like, yeah, and he's like, oh no,
and he gets chloroformed.
He goes, "He'll get a chloroform," because he nicks the car, doesn't he? So they can't get back.
Yeah, I think so.
Why did he plan this though? Like, how was he knew this was going to get to a point where he knew they'd be?
Because he knew they were going to go for him.
So there's not really much to explain about this film other than like the fact that it's just comedy fucking gold.
Yeah.
Like it's not like there's not really much. You can't talk about the cinematography because it is just kind of, typical, comedy. Just
yeah.
And I mean, like I said earlier, you got those shots of them in the bar, and there's like 5 of them in one shot, like a mid.
Yeah, that's the only time it gets really difficult, isn't it? Like
I didn't know you didn't notice that kind of thing before, but
no.
like 5 people in one shot.
That looks like green screen.
What the
Wait. Oh wait, no. Oh, it doesn't look like green screen now.
Why the fuck does he claw from his friends? It's fucking sinister, man.
And then he wakes up in the car, doesn't he?
Yeah. And
I see what you mean. They need to all be in the shot. Like
yeah. And they spend a lot of time in cars as well, considering there's like a cast of like 7 of them pretty much. Look at the main guys. There's 5 of the guys, right? 5. And then you got Annabelle Wallace, and then you got Isla Fisher. So 7 main. There's pretty much 7 principal cast. That's too many people,
Yeah.
For this kind of thing, I mean, like you think about Superbad. There's max of 3 of them in it.
Yeah, I get.
And then obviously you got Emma Stone and I can't remember her name, Martha something, who plays Michael Cera's love interest. Like they're gonna have like the secondary kind of support, and then you got Seth Rogen and Bill Hader. And then they've all got their own secondary characters.
Yeah.
But you only really follow Seth Rogen and McLovin. I think that's why that works with this. There's so much star power in it that they have to they're contractually obliged to kind of show so many of them. Yeah.
So those car scenes, are probably necessary.
That does kind of fall to that kind of problem, but I think that's when the scenes work better when one of them's missing from the scene, rather than like Chili takes a knee in this scene now. When they go to the gym. So it gives them all a bit more room to breathe because they're adding another character in, and that's Thomas Middleditch, who's also like fairly big comedian. So I mean, they got to fit all them in the same fucking shot, and they somehow managed to do it, but it looks like crap.
Yeah. What's this guy's name?
Dave.
No.
Thomas Middleditch.
There we go.
He's in that film Josh I was telling you about. He plays Joshy.
Yeah, because I've seen him in a couple of things, and I couldn't remember
Wall
his
Street,
name.
He's the fish guy who ends up with bow tie. He gets his fish eaten by Jonah Hill. He's in Silicon Valley, main character.
Oh.
He usually plays like kind of like like really awkward nerdy type.
Because that's what he's playing.
I mean, you can but this is weird. Like seeing him in this, and he's got the little rat tail.
He's so funny here. This is so funny. But I think that's the problem with Hannibal Buress, really, in this film. I think the reason it seems like he's not in the film is because he has every line he has is a one-liner. Yeah. He's not really like. I mean, he gets involved in some of the conversations, but a lot of the time he's just there as a punchline.
He does like. Okay, when you think about it now, that actually kind of takes back what I said. With the fact that he might not actually be in the film like as initially planned.
Yeah.
Because. They haven't really given him
his dialogue isn't quite as involved in the plot as the other characters.
He's just kind of there.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't really have his own kind of separate storyline. Apart from like he had that, they go to meet him and he's with this therapist. And
he's the only one who doesn't have a separate storyline.
Yeah.
Because obviously Ed Helms is the fact that he has cancer and he's dying.
Jeremy Renner is the one who's being tagged.
Yeah, and he's and he's getting married and stuff like that.
Emma Wallace is reporting the whole thing. John Hamm and Chili have the. It's weird saying their character names and their real names in between. It's gonna get confusing. Sorry, like
John Hamm and Chili.
John Hamm and Chili instead of John and Jake Johnson. They have the rivalry, don't they, between Rashida Jones's character.
But then there's nothing really for Hannibal.
Hannibal's got nothing. Like he has no. He's just kind of. He is tagging along.
He is tagging along. Do you know what's hilarious as well that I've realised? Is Hoagie and Anna have kids.
Yeah, well, who's looking after the kids? Yeah,
they have kids, and this entire film you'd never meet the kids. They mention it at the beginning, and then they
she
never
shows
get
photos of her
again.
kids, but you never see photos of the kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's the bit where she's on the bench talking to what's it called?
To
Rebecca.
That's a kind of name. Yeah. I think we're gonna tag ourselves out with this one. Yeah, thanks for listening to Conversations podcast.
Cheers, gang.
Yay, Anson's still here.
He's still there.
He's still here. Stay inside. Stay inside. And while you're inside, listen to the Conversation is podcast. Do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Subscribe to Hill Rat so you can listen to it and follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of cool shit.
If you ain't got nothing to do, why not?
Exactly. We got 31 episodes. This is number 32.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
and you got 3 weeks of doing nothing.
Yeah, so get used to it.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks for listening.
See you later.